right. I believe we are live. And as you see, I live on a very busy street in Chicago. All right, y'all, I'm Cassandra. If you don't know me, I assume most of you do. And I'm just making sure everything's up and rocking here. Looks like it. So, I'm Cassandra. I'm a Chicago based singer, songwriter, composer, piano bar entertainer. If it's a music thing, I probably do it. Struggling with bass, but getting there. So this is my new November. Hey Norm, how's it going? This is my November kind of little passion project for my Sunday live streams, where I will be playing a few original songs, old and new, a nice combo. Then I'll be bringing on another singer-songwriter, not necessarily from Chicago, but most of them happen to be this month. And then I'll be talking to them about their songs, their process, and then we'll be hearing whatever they've been working on lately. So today I'm especially excited. I have a friend of mine, his name is Brent Brown, and he just released a new EP, I think like super recently, and it's called Every Song is a Love Song. So he's gonna actually be on playing that whole EP for you today, which is really cool, and you're gonna love him. He's phenomenal. So as I said, I'll kick it off with a few of my songs. 2:15, I'm going to bring Brent on. And then when we're wrapped up, I'll take requests as usual until the end of the hour. And for any new folks watching this, you are welcome to drop any questions or comments in your respective social media comment box. I can see them all. And Brent and I are both happy to entertain questions, comments, conversation, anything like that. So I'll just kick it off here. I figured I would do a few days of ballads since we've had kind of a roller coaster week here. And so we'll just take it nice and easy today with my stuff. Then we'll get to Every Song is a Love Song by Brent Brown. And yeah, we'll just keep hanging out and seeing how the day goes. So happy Sunday, everybody, and thank you for tuning in. All right, this is my first song. Hi, Mom. My first song I wrote in 2015. It's called Familiar. I just put a YouTube video out of it. If that interests you, look me up and take a look at that. So this is Familiar. Do I want a gig in the South, they said? Well, of course, 'cause how else will I earn my bread? My heart was aching in the land of the Delta Blues. Too sad to sleep alone, so I set my eyes on you. How is this so easy? Something about you feels so familiar and calm. Trying to find a meaning, trying to stay closed off, 'cause I'll be gone before long, leaving in the morning. I think I left a piece of my heart back in Memphis, so perplexed 'cause I don't know, what did we start? Let's stay awake all night, open our chests right up. Tell me about the good times, tell me what made it tough. Let's connect from our hips to our necks and otherwise. Make me laugh till I cry, make me catch my breath when I stare in your eyes. How is this so easy? Something about you feels so familiar and calm. Trying to find a meaning, trying to stay closed off, 'cause I'll be gone before long, leaving in the morning. I think I left a piece of my heart back in Memphis, so perplexed 'cause I don't know, what did we start? By car, you drove all the way just to tell me face to face So familiar and calm, trying to find a meaning, trying to stay closed off, 'cause I'll be gone before long, leaving in the morning. I think I left a piece of my heart back in Memphis. I think I left a piece of my heart back in Memphis. Alright, Familiar, that's from 2015. Memphis is one of my favorite cities still, though I do not recommend driving across the country to tell someone you just met that you love them. It is not a good pickup method. Alright. True story. What are you gonna do? Alright, like I said, I'm Cassandra. I'm gonna play some of my originals till 2:15. At that time, my good friend Brent Brown is going to come on to the live stream and play his whole EP that he just released. It's going to be totally a treat for you. He's a phenomenal singer, guitar player, producer. He's the bomb. You're going to love him. And at that... What? Oh, yeah. True story. Yeah, and you're all welcome to ask questions, make comments, anything. Please do interact as much as you want to or feel comfortable. Hey, Brent. Brent's already watching. He's geared up. He's ready to go. So I'm going to keep moving. All right, I'm doing ballads today because it's been a tumultuous week. I'm just going to play some nice chill songs until we get Brent on here. All right, this one is called Better When. Wrote this 2017. About somebody we all know. A real player. Spent some time staring at my feet, feeling all mixed up when you were looking at me. The sun was out, it was mild for winter, but seasons can change from week to week. And I'm usually strong when it's cold outside, but I can't seem to meet your eyes. And anything warm tends to make me splinter. I need you to leave, at least to try. 'Cause you could be a blanket, could be a safe ride, could be a haven. You would be patient, you could get my mind right, you would be my angel. All my life I've been using men like glue to fill the cracks. Sometimes it's better when they don't love you back. I spent some time lying in your bed, intertwined but only in my head. Because it's late at night, I live too far and you like having me around. Oh, and body heat is cheaper than medicine. 'Cause you could be a blanket, could be a safe ride, could be a haven. You would be patient, you could get my mind right, you could be my angel. All my life I've been using men like glue to fill the cracks. Sometimes it's better when they don't love you back. 'Cause you could be a blanket, be a safe ride, be a haven. You would be patient, you could get my mind right, you could be my savior. All my life I've been using men like glue to fill the cracks. Sometimes it's better when they don't love you back. It's better when they don't love you. Alright. Better When from 2017. No worries, it worked out fine. Usually on that song, my friend Seth Pay does a gorgeous viola solo, but obviously, here I am, trying to make up for it. He's one to watch too. Wonderful string player, composer, pianist. Kind of a musical genius type Seth Pay. But most of you know him too. Alright, I'm gonna rock out one more quick song. It's a brand new one. I wrote it 2 weeks ago. And but just want to remind you, because some people may not have watched last week, right at 2:15, Brent Brown's coming on. He's going to play his whole new EP for you, lucky you, and share a little bit about his process. You are super welcome on any of your respective platforms to comment or ask questions at any point during me or him or whatever. So please feel free to jump in there and be involved to the extent that you wish, all right? I also have my Venmo handle at the bottom. There's no pressure about it, but it does incentivize creating cool stuff like this. So anyway, my last song I'm going to share, 2 weeks old, it's called Orbit, and I hope you dig. I'm a huge R&B fan. I've been wanting to write something R&B-ish for a while. I hid myself away for 6 cold months just to make you wait. Now back at it and you need a taste of my lovely Milky Way. Yeah, I cleaned up and I cleaned up with all the baddest in the business. Check my stream ups. You're looking at your roster knowing you can hang. Cause I got gravity and you're a chimpanzee floating in the stratosphere. No, you can't get away from me. Don't fight it, baby. I'm chilling here in your orbit, orbit, oh. I'm chilling here in your orbit, orbit. I'm chilling here in your orbit. And you can't touch. You can't touch. Don't forget who you are. I think that you forgot I'm a brilliant star. Quiet though, running in circles from afar, just to watch me shine. Don't act so bizarre, cause I got influence and you're serious. Living in an invisible, so conspicuous. Brand new song, don't fight it, baby. What you gonna do? I'm chilling here in your orbit, orbit. I'm chilling here in your orbit, orbit. I'm chilling here in your orbit, oh. And you can't touch. You can't touch. Don't be embarrassed, it's just the way of the world. Don't pretend you woke up just yesterday thinking about your favorite girl. I'm chilling here in your orbit, orbit. I'm chilling here in your orbit, orbit. I'm chilling here in your orbit, oh. And you can't touch. You can't touch, you can't touch, no. I'm chilling here in your orbit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm chilling here in your orbit. Chilling here in your orbit, oh. You can't touch. You can't touch me. Alright, Orbit, brand spanking new. There is a YouTube video coming out for that this week. I got a great solo on there by, some of you probably don't know him, John Weston, killing it on the guitar for a solo on that. So keep your eyes peeled for my YouTube. And it appears to be about that time I'm going to get Brent Brown on the live stream. So grab your favorite drink and grab your favorite, I don't know, popcorn, and get ready to hear his whole new EP. It's fly as hell. All right, so hang tight for just a moment, and we're going to get him up here. right. So. The old Skype lag. Hey.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
Doing good. Am I too loud or anything?
Nope. Looking good. Looking good.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Beautiful set, by the way, right there.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to get them brushed up. You know how it goes. So, yeah, I'm going to mute myself for a minute just so everybody can hear you a little more clearly. Everybody, this is Brent Brown. He just dropped an EP, a new EP. Every song is a love song. And then, yeah, I'll just let you, if you want to say anything about it, go right ahead.
Okay, well, pretty much. I set a goal for myself to be releasing a new original, actually, like legitimately on Spotify and iTunes every 2 weeks. And so I think part of songwriting is to set an expectation for yourself, so that like you have to put yourself on the hook so that you're accountable to put something out. And while I don't want to put out garbage, if that's what I think it is, for some reason, just the motive behind that ended up making my subconscious fire up. And I had about 6 songs that I wrote within 2 weeks, and out of those 6, I chose 4 to record. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do acoustic, do one EP instead of doing one song for the 2 weeks. I did 4 songs, and I felt like really put my soul into this one. Like my heart came through, my words really rang true. There was one song I'll talk about when I play it. But
okay, yeah. Okay, very cool. Well, and I have to say too, from everything I've heard of yours in the past, your love really does shine through when you're playing your original music. So I'm excited for the live performance of Every Song is a Love Song, and I hope everybody else is too. And then if you want to stop,
here we go.
All right.
Okay, so I threw on my reverb and stuff. Let's see here. How on position. It cut off a little bit of my head from the camera view I had before.
No.
Okay.
You feel better? Take your time. We got plenty of time.
Time holds a gravity to the tear duct in my eyes. In this beautiful moment, I'm aware of ripping by. And I've got no one to share this heaven with but the crowds. This is a footnote to the things that I've been thinking about. Like whether you got it or you don't. You're open or you're closed, you're just a rigmarole, so that nobody knows. Every song that's ever been sung is a love song. Ain't it the bits when you realize the truth? There ain't no purpose to life but the things you wanna do. So will you make up your mind or slowly fade to gray? This is a game and a game to remember why we play. Oh, whether you got it or you don't, you're open or you're closed, you're just a rigmarole, so that nobody knows. Every song that's ever been sung is a love song. Oh, 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 happy or sad. Every song that's ever been sung is a love song. Slow it down for a second. Reprimand the rush. There's nothing you can gain is ever enough. Take it in for a second. Take it as long as you want. Oh, whether you're rich or you're broke, you're joke. Remember the time you felt woke. Now everybody knows every song that's ever been sung is a love song. Oh, 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 the happy or sad. Every song that's ever been sung is a love song. Just keep standing in the sun, picturing the future like it's already done. A lover in your arms or a dream that's in the bag. A life without worries and a skin that don't sag. Praying for you and nothing for me. Whatever you be sipping on, sitting by the sea. Every song that's ever been sung is a love song. Oh, 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 you better never hold back. Every song that's ever been sung is a love song. Oh, it's a matter of fact. Every song that's ever been sung is a love song. Ooh, there we go.
Yeah, so far so good.
So yeah, that song has a really cool orchestration. It's got like kind of an old school rhythm section, percussion, some organ as well, and sparse instrumentation. But this next song I'm about to play is strictly acoustic. There's a couple harmonies on the actual recording, but this is a little bit of a fun, darker song, if I could put it that way.
I like fun, dark songs.
Yes.
And so far, got some nice comments coming in about that first one too.
Oh, sweet. Hey, I can see this too. The font and everything looks really good underneath.
Oh, good, good, good.
Super pro.
Let's try it.
Okay, once again, this is called Rhombus. What came first, the chicken or the egg, or the carousel in forward or reverse? The ambulance or hearse, the bubble or the burst? You think I'm crazy? Well, I'll call you a square. But if you meet me in between, we're a rhombus or a pear. Is that fair? How should I know? Anywhere, all in a boat, razor chair, recommend or impair. I don't really care. Words ain't rolling out of me on a Monday. Ooh, falling into your lap on a Tuesday. Circumcise that child's mind with repetitious pop star rhymes, and for the love of God, don't let him be an artist. Oh, what's happening in the world? Things can't remain this way. That is way too high, like we've got aliens to pay. Is that fair? How should I know? Anywhere, we're all in a boat, the bulls and bears, freedom in the cool cats singing out. I don't really care. Is that singing enough for you? Is that harming enough for you? Isn't that what the songwriter's supposed to do? Is that fair? Anywhere, are those tech savvy or just bored to death children singing? I don't really care.
Yeah, Rhombus. I like that one a lot.
Thank you. Yeah, and I played that pre-release of anything, and some of my friends at the show, supporters, were like, I love that part about Rhombus. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to call it Rhombus for no reason.
It's kind of it's a fun, catchy title. Before I listened to it, I was like, what could this possibly be about? So
yeah, you know, as a songwriter, I'm sure all of you songwriters out there, if you're watching, and you, Cassandra, know it's kind of hard to vie for attention nowadays. So all the little things you can do, you know, whether it be a catchy title, whether it be the artwork, or just something that makes somebody actually find out what it's about, you know?
Oh, definitely, definitely. Lots of good avenues to finding that kind of method, you know.
For sure. I've definitely not thought about that enough though on my journey, you know.
Oh,
But
I don't think I have either, and I think I actually I hope this isn't too much of a digression, but I remember how people made fun of like Fall Out Boy and Panic at the Disco's like 2005 song titles because they were so long and wacky and weird. But I remember them.
yeah, it worked. I remember thinking that too right when I saw it. I'm like, wait, what does that even say? Like, I'm like, I love this song, but I do not get that. But who knows? Maybe it makes some people listen that wouldn't otherwise.
Yeah,
This next one, I actually wrote at about 3 in the morning, like a lot of my songs. That for some reason is a time where the body naturally starts to heat up. And you know, back in the tribal days, you used to actually wake up for a little bit, maybe light a candle or something like this, and you'd just be up for a little bit. You wouldn't sleep through the whole night because you would go to bed when it's dark, not when it was 8 o'clock. When it was dark, you'd go to bed. So a lot of times you wake up in the middle of the night. Anyways, I still got that in me, and I wake up with songs in my head very often in the middle of the night. And I had Elvis in my song, actually.
oh,
And the line in this song that mentions Elvis, it says an alcoholic Elvis sings the blues. He was singing to me in my dream wearing a bedazzled puke design shirt. And I was like, wow. So he made it into the song because of that.
that's awesome.
But here we go with Make the Most of Me. Make the most of me, like a bottomless mimosa. How am I supposed to be? A little tame bit of Casanova. I wanna cut loose. Baby, give me more juice. Baby, I wanna cut loose. He's hanging around. Don't go too hungover. You're right in town. The bar's for a leaf clover. An alcoholic Elvis sings the blues. That goes without saying, baby, nothing's new. Spinning on your stool like a rosary. Repeat till echoes turn to ghost and breathe. Make the most of me. I remember running down the sidewalk, screaming hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. So glad I know you and I can't explain. Your energy is so insane. I wonder what you think about. Probably what's it to you, what's it to you, what's it to you. So glad we could be profane. Our shadows creak onto the train. Make the most of me. Like a Jack and Cherry Cola. How am I supposed to be at the end of a roller coaster? Can anything this good really last? I like to think we all learn from the past. Burning like a seance for one more glass, but it just cannot be. So make the most of me. Make the most of me. Don't get too hungover. Make the most of me. Last call, baby, leaning on your shoulder. Make the most of me.
Yeah, woohoo! Oh,
Thank you.
what a great melody too on your chorus.
Yeah, let's see. That one is more of an orchestration too. So it's not just simply acoustic. There's some orchestral components in that, some strings, percussion.
Awesome. I'm super digging it.
Gosh, well, thank you. And then the last one is pretty quick. It's just quick, happy, and I thought I would wrap up every song as a love song with a quick song about being in love, and that's what it's called.
Perfect.
Topo Chico was a bad choice. Makes you burpy and it dries out your mouth.
Yeah.
However, it's delicious.
Nice. Well, you're better than me. I'm drinking a adult seltzer over here. So.
Oh, for sure. So another quick story. About a year and a half ago, I got prescribed Adderall. And so I got to be kind of responsible with it because it already kind of drives you out. So I'm like, okay, after the second dose of the quickness, it's like a 5 hour release, wears off, then I can have a drink. Because if I have a drink in between there, it doesn't work as well. It's just probably not good for my lifestyle to do that. So,
Well,
however, I used to always be Sunday mimosa or something, fresh squeezed oranges. It could happen if I don't take my medicine on a day like a break, but I wish I was. Let's say that.
no, you're good. You're good. You're right. It is not good for your voice or any of that, but Sunday is definitely my day to chill. So,
Oh,
all right.
let's. Well, I have pretty much every day off nowadays that is quarantine. I just still keep busy. It's not quarantine, but where I live, a lot of the local businesses aren't doing music now. So,
Hopefully,
okay,
again soon.
yeah. Well, let me play this song,
Rock and roll.
wrap up the original section for you. But I hope you're all enjoying yourselves. I hope you're having fun out there, listening to my stupid self talk about these random stories. But I hope they're entertaining.
I think your stupid self is very entertaining and awesome. So, rock and roll. Looking forward to this one.
Beautiful thing about being in love is that you'll always have someone to confide, someone who'll always be by your side, someone who's always on the inside. Another good thing about being in love is anytime you want to go somewhere, there's someone who can patch your buns. He's happy because you're there. Oh, it's such a different world. It's such a different day. And the great thing about the space in between, a last girl and finding you, figuring out what was real, developing my gratitude. I know that when we finally meet, it'll probably be incredible. My lips appear to be edible. Your body lay on my soul, while it's much more than that. I just like pointing out the fact. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was a blast.
Thank you. So yeah, there's my 4 song EP for you. It only runs about 10 minutes on the recordings.
10 beautiful, lush minutes of great songwriting.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I actually also have another one coming out this Friday. So it's just a single, but it's more electronic based.
Cool.
So I'll save that. I'm actually going to release a video on Thursday or Friday with the release. So y'all can see it if you follow my page or Spotify. I'd appreciate it. Brent Brown.
Yes. Yes. Do you have some bandwidth for a question or two?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. I know we've known each other for a couple years through our circles of gigging musicians, and then had you on one of my concerts a while back. But I don't know if I've ever asked you like who some of your musical heroes are, or influences is not like a word I like to use because everybody's kind of got their own voice. But what about like a musical hero situation?
Okay, well, that kind of changed a lot over time. But I would say starting off, it was the Beatles and it was Jimi Hendrix, because they had enough content out that I could not only get into their music, but I could get like behind the scenes. And I've always been equally fascinated with artists and how they got to thinking the way they think, how they got to playing music, and what got them on their path. Because when you can draw parallels, I think that's really powerful. And I've always been an introspective. Recently, some people who have made massive impacts on me were Sergil Simpson. I actually met the guy before he got super famous, but he was hitting it hard when I met him in Yorkville. And the next year, about the same time, he ended up winning Country Album of the Year. And then I saw him at Red Rocks the next time, a little bit after that.
I am not familiar, so I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah, Sergil Simpson is seriously awesome. And then a guy named Father John Misty, he was a background singer for the Fleet Foxes for a while, and kind of just had an epiphany one day because he just wasn't satisfied and he wasn't really living his dream. He felt like it was kind of it. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but it seemed to me that he was living somebody else's dream more than his. And so he kind of went on a sabbatical, quit the band, and ended up coming out of it. He probably had some songs starting to develop, and he was becoming confident about that. But, you know, taking that leap and then hitting the scene, I didn't hear him for about a year after he put out Fear Fun. But that album, Fear Fun, is like one of my favorite albums of all time. It's incredible. And then let's see. There's a new looping artist named Mark Rabier, and he influenced me to get this looper called the Boss RC505, which is really intense. But this guy is ridiculous. He is a maniac, and he's just so funny and so freaking talented. Essentially using the keyboard to make MIDI sounds. So he can play organs, he can play fat drum beats, basses. But I'm not a piano player. So I'm stuck here trying to learn the piano because I'm like, I just love that. It's like I didn't want to copy him, but I love that so much. And I already had 3 other different loopers. But this one allows you to like mix stuff like a DJ with 5 channels and do effects. And if you don't mind maybe wrapping it up, I can make up a song and you can just, I'll throw up a peace sign. You could call my part of the stream or whatever.
No, for sure. That would be super cool. Can I ask you one more question before you show that?
Yeah.
And I hope that this is okay, that this is a kind of a conversation we've had privately, but it doesn't seem like too sensitive. But speaking about the Father John Misty departure from Fleet Foxes, because I'm a little more familiar with Father John Misty than those other 2 artists. We had a conversation privately recently when you talked about kind of re-envisioning your career and your commitment to music and kind of your goals. So I'm wondering if that was like an inspiration for that move, or what was the inspiration for that shift of mindset?
I actually, this is, I'm going to write a book one day. I already have the book being written. Like I write almost every day, like not even songs. So I just finished one by Richard Branson, and he was talking about how you got to keep a notepad or just keep writing it, because eventually you're going to just have a book. You don't have to wait till one day you're ready to say your story. And so for me, I've been obsessed with anything that can help me be a happier person, like get my mindset right so that I can have my energy right, so I can start my day right. And right when I wake up, right when anybody wakes up, they're tempted to look at their phone, and they're tempted to start spinning things that they got to do in the day. And I found that something that helps me the most, I always do yoga every day, half-hour yoga, 15 minutes of working out, and then I drink a lemon water and maybe do a little journaling. But I listen to books every morning through that whole first portion. And also, if I'm driving in the car somewhere, it's a Rowan University. So I'm always listening to self-help books. And so while they're not necessarily talking about music, and they're not all self-help books, they're like autobiographies, but they talk about their approach. Matthew McConaughey's new one is awesome, by the way. Green Lights.
Oh, I haven't read it.
It's so good. I only listen to books. I don't read books, so I'm a better listener.
No, that's cool. I'll check it out.
That's where I got the drive, because it's one of those things where I like to pick the parts of life from the other people and bring it into my musical world. You know, it doesn't need to just be a musician. I'm inspired musically by the freedom of some people. I heard a good quote today, which was I'm going to paraphrase, but essentially that, like, the freer you can be in your expression, it subconsciously gives everybody else freedom to be themselves too. It inspires them. The more open you are in your creativity, the more you're allowing yourself to be in front of other people, the more comfortable they're able to be themselves. And I've seen people freak out on stages, and I just go, wow, like I've always been such a shy kid, and I'm like, I want to cut loose, like in that song, Make the Most of Me, you know? Maybe give me more juice, but I say maybe, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not always that. It's like there's a mind thing. You can't just drink to cut loose. You gotta untether your mind of your hangups, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
So
and a
that's
lot,
that's
yeah, and that probably ties into like a lot of the conversations about mental health and physical health, like you're talking about. So I think those are really good, you know, really good things to be thinking about. I'm also writing a book, so if you ever want to do some back and forth on that, feel free. I'm very open. So
Yeah, for sure. You know, when I say I'm writing a book, it's not. I have not developed chapters. I have not. I'm just writing, and I'm just like oh, this will all go together one day because it's all me, and there will be a point in time where I will have to be writing the book. It will have to be pulling it together. But at least some of the hardest thing, like writer's block for people, I've heard people say it doesn't exist. It does exist, but I think if you just have a massive amount of content that you religiously make, and that's what I do with songwriting. I just keep stacking them up as they go.
got it.
And they just fall into the archives, and same with these ideas and whatnot. But I would be totally down to read something if you send it to me. I would love to. So
Cool. Yeah, and likewise, and even just thoughts, you know. So I'm always down for the artistic exchange too. Well, thank you for kind of answering some of those questions. Before you
can I
get,
ask you,
yeah, of course.
what's can you talk about what your book's going to be about?
Sure. It was an idea. hmm, Well, I'll make a long story short, but I started in the bars when I was underage, not drinking but playing, and so 19 going on 20, and then ended up doing kind of a touring job for like 3 years all over the country doing dueling pianos, and
Oh, that's
yeah, and then got burned out on that and decided to do my master's, and throughout my master's gigged about 4 nights a week, and that was pretty intense too. But I kind of took the ugly parts of my experience as an entertainer, and especially like a female entertainer, and kind of distill it down into a fictional character to talk about things in our industry, especially in nightlife, that are really ugly, and things that are really beautiful about bar workers, not just musicians, but other entertainers, you know, bartenders, servers, things like that, and like agent player dynamics, a lot of it too. So it's kind of a story about her tour and some changes she makes in her life. So
I love that because that way you're not stuck necessarily. Is it's like nonfiction, right? Like, or are you saying that this is like a biography, but somebody else has my name pretty much? Like it's nonfiction too, right? You can weave in other stories if you feel like it.
yes, so some of the stories are mine. Some of them are people I've known, mostly through the female perspective, but no names, no places. You know.
Well, I mean, fake names though, right? Like,
Yes, yes.
yeah, that's so cool to me. You can like you that's my favorite kind of book actually is when it's reality tied in so you can relate to it, but you know that the person's pouring themselves into it too. And you can be almost more free in it because you don't have to admit to what's you and what's not.
Yeah, and speaking of the mental wellness component too, so just since we're like being open about that stuff, I have complex PTSD. I'm diagnosed with it from a plethora of things, but some of them are things that happened when I was working. And so it's been a really nice way to give myself the freedom to honestly process some of that because I'm putting it in a fictional framework. So that's been very freeing, actually.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, songwriting for sure. Like I've never been diagnosed with anything outside of ADD, but I always knew I had it. Like I could never pay attention in school. Um, but you know, the thing that got me the most was just not knowing what my purpose was. And I felt like when I found music, I was able to channel my stuff a lot better. So I could get how you writing this book could channel your stuff. I mean, I'm sure music helps, but I'm sure a book probably helps even more. So I'm excited
Mhm.
for that process. But yeah, that's good to hear though that you're able to take care of that because you know at the end of the day, it's like you really do realize that it's like I can live as good a life as I want to, but I have to start today. So like
Yes.
have these thoughts. I believe they can get better, and you just got to chip away at it, you know.
Yes. Yep, that's the goal. That's the goal, however you can. So I admire what you're doing for your physical and mental health, and your focus in your career is very inspiring to me, as I said privately, but I'm going to say it here too. Truly,
Thank
truly, yeah. All right, let's hear
Well,
some crazy looper
yeah,
craziness. Yeah, I'm
sounds
ready.
good. Do you want to just? Do you want me to? I guess I can still hear you. I do have to reposition this camera really quick though. But if you feel like cutting the stream when I'm done or like right away, I'm down too.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm pretty good here today. I
awesome.
appreciate everybody, by the way.
So while you're getting repositioned, let's go ahead and double plug your EP and make sure everybody knows where they can get in touch with you.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
so you're on Spotify, Apple Music. I know you have a really nice website. I checked it out the other day. BrentBrownMusic.com.
Yep.
Yep, BrentBrownMusic.com. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Brent's everywhere. And as Norm was saying too, highly recommend go to Spotify or Apple Music wherever you listen to your music, and check out the EP as it was fully imagined with all those instruments and harmonies and stuff. It's really special. It's really cool. Um, Brent, are there any other ways people can support you besides paying you top dollar for private parties in their backyards?
Yes, there are. The biggest thing you can do to support me, honestly, is just listening to the music, streaming it though, because now everything works on algorithms, and so the algorithms are like super important. So like, heck, even if you were to just run my music in the background and not have your volume on your phone up, that helps the heck out of me for free. Um, Also, I do have on brentbrown.bandcamp.com. If you go to my website, you can find all the links for this, but I have vinyls for sale too that are really cool. I worked hard on them. There's one that's a duo with a guy named Mike Hayes, and we got a group called Vinyl Pop. So, yes.
Cool. Awesome. Well, let's hear this fantastic setup you got going on. I'll sign you off, and I'll take covers till 3 p.m. And thank you so much, Brent. You rock as always. So
Uh, hey, thank you so much, Cassandra. I seriously appreciate you having me on the show.
my pleasure.
Okay, folks, so I'm just going to make something up right now. This talk is processing instruments inside of my computer. So I can access like all sorts of different sounds. And then I'm just going to make up a song using a bunch of different sounds. Also, an actual guitar. Felt like putting in some ocean sound. Wasn't working for a sec.
No worries.
Whoa, yeah. Whoa,
Brent, are we supposed to be hearing something along with you right now? Hey, Brent, can you hear me?
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Hey, Brent, we couldn't actually hear that. I'm so sorry. All right. Well, thank you so much. I think we had a little tech issue there, but I appreciate you so much for coming on. And
Yeah, it's all good. I was messing around, so
what's that?
I was literally just messing around, so no big. It
Okay.
could go forever, so stop it at some point.
Cool, cool. Well, if that came out anywhere, let us know. Would love to hear it.
Oh, that's never. It never existed before. It'll never exist again,
All right.
except for this.
Except for this
So
moment. All right, man. Well, hey, thank you so much, everybody. Get over to BrentBrownMusic.com and over to Spotify, Apple Music, and everywhere else for Every Song is a Love Song by Brent Brown. Thank you so much, man.
yeah. Peace.
All right, y'all. So, all right, for those of you still hanging out, I'm Cassandra. I think we had a little bit of a tech issue with the looper. Thanks for hanging out, though. Got a lot of tech going on. I hope some of you got to check out and hear Brent's live performance of his songs from Every Song is a Love Song, his new EP. You can find it everywhere. So do go check him out. He's phenomenal. And apologize again for any tech breakdowns there. So I have 6 minutes left. If anybody would like to hear a request as I round out the hour, go ahead and drop it in the comments if you want. Also, if you're feeling frisky and feeling like sending a Venmo over, it does incentivize content creation. But no pressure. I'm just here doing this. We're doing this every single Sunday in November with a different songwriter. So I hope you can join 2 o'clock Central every Sunday. So I'll just swing back over here slowly. I have sprained my ankle. So slowly to the piano. And if anybody wants to hear something, like I said, please drop it in the comments. Otherwise, I'll just try and think of something, a song or two to round out the hour, as I said. So. When you were there before, couldn't look you in the eye. wish I was special. You're so very special. 'Cause I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't care if it hurts. I wanna have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. I want you to notice when I'm not around. I wish I was special. You're so very special. 'Cause I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. She's running out of time. She's running out. Run, 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 run. Ooh, I wish I was special. Alright. If you want to hear that Radiohead cover with a very dope soprano doing high notes, go ahead and put it in your YouTube search with my name. It'll come up. I did it with my good friend Corey Bristol for Halloween week. We do some nice harmonies. She's playing a U-bass, a ukulele bass. It's pretty fun. So do check that out as well. I got time for one more, so if you want to hit me with something real quick, please do it. But otherwise, I'll wrap up with one more tune, and I just want to thank you all for being here. So every Sunday at 2, I'm talking with a songwriter about process, about their new music and everything like that too. So small technical flaw today, but everything else is sounding beautiful. Do check out Brent Brown Music. Check out his new EP in its full orchestrated, intended way. And I'll see you all next Sunday at 2, unless you watch our Wednesday show. So I'll just wrap up here with this one. We got a great couple of shows coming up the next 3 Sundays with songwriters, interviews, and original music. Here's some Jukebox the Ghost. No, we're not getting any younger. I'm coming over, I'm coming over. Still got the napkin with your number. I'm coming over, I'm coming over. Walking, draw close before we go. We're kissing goodbye. But I really wanna stay the night. But I really wanna stay the night with you. And I think you really want me to. I'm singing Journey on the Highway. I'm gonna believe it, I'm still believing, yeah. Then I'll wake up beside you one day. I'm still believing. If you have any questions on how to spell Brent Brown's name, it's right there. It's also in the chat. Go follow his stuff. Walking, draw close before we go. We're kissing goodbye. But I really wanna stay the night. But I really wanna stay the night with you. And I think you really want me to. Brent and Audrey, you must meet each other if you have not already. You're both awesome songwriters. But I really want to say that night, but I really want to say that night with you. And I think you really want me to. Presumptuous, but catchy. Thank you all so much for watching my Sunday Songwriter series here. Do check out Brent Brown. Please tune in next week for another cool songwriter, a meaningful conversation about creativity, and to hear some music that you really ought to get in your ear holes. All right. Subscribe to Brent, subscribe to me, and if you're enjoying this, we're taking Venmo to keep things incentivized, because this does take a lot of love and time. But I hope you're all having a beautiful Sunday, have a beautiful week, and thank you. Deeply, deeply, thank you so much. And yeah, I'm going to ramble. I'm just going to follow my feelings. So thank you again, y'all. I'll see you next Sunday at